Baba Jaggi, the talented fairy tale teller. Get ready. Incoming fairy tale. Check out this intro. From the very first second he is trying to lead. He is trying to take the upper hand. This charlatan talks too much.
He wanted to find a yogi and learn how to become immortal. And they told Alexander…
How the FK is going to explain all this nonsense.
Not willing to come. But once he did one intelligent thing, that's the reason why we removed his third name. See, Alexander, in our history textbooks, school textbooks, they said Alexander the Great. They only got the first name, the middle name, they missed out the last name. His name was Alexander the Great Idiot.
Did you heard the ignorant's laughter? His ignorant audience laughing only because he used the word idiot.
But because it was too long, somebody left out the last name.
Scientifically approved evidence based on somebody? He did not reveal his sources. FFs, how the hell is he so sure? Ooh, maybe he was there with somebody together. Anyway, continue. His ignorant audience still laughing. Apparently they find it very funny to call SB an idiot.
Well…
Referring to the schoolbooks, the name Great was given to Alexander after conquering half the world at the age of 25. He started his campaign with only 40,000 men. Furthermore, on every land that he conquered, he built schools, hospitals, etc. He was not just a killer. Apparently life was like this back then. Maybe it still is.
Well, the moment you make such a man, a great man in this world, then in many ways you have just destroyed the future of humanity.
Wow, common sense. Who else would have thought that?
Because from the age of 16, I think he died around 32 or 33, all he did was kill, kill and kill, without purpose.
Alexander picked up where his father left off and marched into Persia in 334 BC. I am just asking, what are Sadhguru's criteria? How the heck is Sadhguru so sure? Was Sadhguru also there? FFs, how is he so sure?
Going
Did
to new places
Sadhguru
and
witness
killing,
all
going to new
that?
places and killing, saying, I have conquered this, I have conquered that. And he had gathered a band…
40,000 men equals a band of young people.
From his native place who traveled with him to fight with him. Periodically, he executed one of them.
Oh yes, Alexander killed Cleitus. Alexander grieved for the death of Cleitus. Alexander may have genuinely not wanted to kill Cleitus. There is no other reference about Alex killing his own soldiers.
Just accusing them of something, always somebody would be betraying a tyrant.
Referring to the schoolbooks, Alexander was not a tyrant. Alexander would not take any share of the gold that they took. This is how he stayed in charge. All the loot would be shared only among his soldiers. This is how his soldiers followed him from Macedonia till India. Asterisk, there are references they went till China.
Like that. And the tyrant is always fearful that somebody may plot against him. So, something they will discover and say, he did it, and the public execution of him will happen. He was very close to you, he traveled with you, everything, but you just kill him so that everybody else is in line. Periodically he killed one of those people who are very close to him, just to set an example.
Yes, Sadhguru was there. He witnessed all that. I know, I was there as well. FFF.
This is the kind of man he is. He is death all the time, but he doesn't want to die. He wants everybody to die, but he doesn't want to die.
Alexander wants everybody to die. He wants to be left all alone. No other human on earth, just him. Any reason? Making his video long enough, maybe. Or maybe he likes adding words in his speech.
So one reason he was pushing towards India was because between ancient India and Greece there has been lots of transaction in terms of mathematics, geometry, yoga.
Gram. Indeed, Indians adopted the word gram. Gram is not an Indian word.
Gram is not explainable in any Hindi language. If this video gets 1M views, 100k likes and 1k subs, I'll reveal why Gram was named Gram. Greece is not what you people think. There is no Greece before 1832. That time Greece was not united. We know already about the war between Macedonians, Spartans and Athenians. Pani, in Hindu means water. Raja, in Hindu means king. Pani and Raja, both words are not Hindu. These words cannot be explained in any Hindu language. For example, why it was named Pani.
There is a linga in Delphi which is considered as the navel of the earth because it was consecrated as Manipura Chakra. The Manipuraka is so powerfully established there, now it's been removed from its original place and it is sitting in the museum, but still bit cracked, but it's still little, badly skewed, I would say, but still so powerful after, I don't know, maybe 5,000,
Yes, Sadhguru tested this lingam.
5,200 years or so. So this transaction was continuous for many years historically.
Historically? Really? Any explanation, by the way?
In Delphi, North Greece, somehow there was a lingam and Greek used it for transaction. A transaction requires two parts, right? What kind of transaction? I don't understand what he's talking about.
So obviously they heard of yogis and mystics of India.
Obviously. Yes.
So he had heard
that's how.
there are yogis who are
heard.
immortal.
Obviously.
So one reason he was pushing towards India was he wanted to find a yogi and learn how to become immortal.
But they had this lingam already in Delphi. How and why yogis were so famous? Are there any documented immortal yogis? How is Sadhguru so sure that Alexander wanted to become immortal? Immortality would make someone suffer forever, right?
So then when he came close, when he crossed, I think Hindu Kush mountains, he crossed, right? He crossed the mountains.
Sadhguru not sure if Alexander crossed the mountains.
He came on this side.
On this side? Okay.
And then first thing is he sent out scouts to find what is happening out there and in case there is a yogi or a mystic, bring him.
How the FK the soldiers would have known that they found a mystic or a yogi if they haven't ever seen one before?
So they were looking out and then they saw a yogi sitting
The real
under
yogi is
a tree with just a loincloth, bare-bodied, blissed out. They went and looked at
this
him
guy telling a joke or what?
and he said, "Hey, you come with us."
Yes, the soldiers immediately knew that he was a yogi.
Our Sikandar wants you. If you do not know this, even today in Afghanistan, many people take this name Iskandar or Sikandar. The original word for this is… the root word for this came from Skanda.
Sadhguru, FFS, how are you so sure that it's not the other way around? Why Skanda was named Skanda?
The name Alexander is not one word, it's a complex of more than two words together. I don't care if you believe or not. I can prove all my sayings, but that is for another video. Sadhguru cannot explain nothing from the above. Sadhguru is just saying. Until now he did not reveal his sources. Where did he heard all this? Was he together with Alexander the whole time?
Skanda is Shiva's son, what we call as Muruga in Tamil Nadu. Because Skanda was such a great warrior, so this word traveled. Anybody who is a great warrior became Skanda, Iskanda. Skanda, Iskanda, Sikandar, transformation happened to the word.
Alexander equals Alexander K. Sanda, Skanda Ixanda, Iskanda. Again, can you explain why son of Shiva was named Skanda? Could you then also fully explain the name Alexander? Don't forget the word gram.
So they said, "Yogi, come." The yogi laughed and said, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here."
Guys, I told you he is saying something between a joke and a fairy tale.
Then they pulled out their swords. These are violent men. They don't think twice about taking off heads. It's not even something that, of any consequence to them. They can take away hundreds of heads in a day without any qualms about it. So, very violent men, they pulled out their swords and said, "Either you come or we'll take off your head." The yogi said, "See, I'm sitting here like this. because everything that I have to do has been done. You want to take my head, you take it, but you will not get my wisdom or my intelligence. If you take my head, you can take it, you want. Then they looked at each other.
Eyewitness.
That's all. See, they had never seen a man who not terrorized by the swords that they pull out, because they're not pulling out in bare, empty threat. They can take off heads, they're very good at it. They had never seen a man who's not terrorized, he's saying, okay, take my head. I thought, oh, this guy must be really immortal.
Ha ha, nice joke.
If somebody says, okay, take my head, he must be immortal. Then they try to coax him, please come. He said, no, if he wants, let him come. He wants to know about immortality, let him come. Then they said, oh, he knows about it, so let's not damage him in any way. And they went back and they told Alexander that we found the man, but he's not willing to come. So he is not a home teacher, you have to go to him, he's a school. So he himself came. So Alexander sat on his horse and with great authority you spoke. It seems you know about immortality, I want to know about it.
Sadhguru, please reveal your sources. Where did you acquire all the knowledge?
Looked up at him and said, first get off that stupid horse. You sit on an animal which is less intelligent than you and suddenly you become like this. You see, I don't know. The moment people sit on a horse, somehow they think they're something. If you manage to ride an animal which is far more intelligent than you, then something.
Sadhguru, try riding a non-domesticated horse.
You ride a dumb four-legged animal. Poor thing doesn't like to carry you, but what to do? So, Alexander got down and asked, I want to become immortal because he is not the same guy that he was 5–10 years ago. Body doesn't take this kind of beating after some time, it is slowly taking its toll. So he said, I want to know about immortality, can you guide me? So the yogi looked at him and he knew no amount of talking to him is not going to go anywhere. He said, yes.
What a coincidence. The soldiers were super lucky. The yogi they found knew exactly how somebody can become immortal.
If you want immortality, this is the way. And he gave him landmarks, a difficult journey through the jungles. All these landmarks you follow, there you will find a small cave. Within that cave, there is a crystal clear pool of water. You drink a handful of water, you will become immortal.
Izzy Pizzi.
So he started out with his soldiers. Then as he followed, after 3 days, all these landmarks were coming true as it has been described. Then he looked at these 5–6 soldiers who were with him. If these guys also drink…
Who else would have though that, Alexander or Sadhguru?
If they become immortal, then how to deal with them?
Nice dot connection.
Because all your life you dealt with everything with the putting the fear of death into people. Now if these 5–6 soldiers drink that water and they also become immortal, this is going to be a disaster, no control. 5 immortal people on the planet, not good. Just, I am immortal, this is good. So he said, you stay here.
Brutal serial killers obey at one only man. The brutal soldiers forgot about immortality. Or they simply did not hear about immortality. Izzy Pizzi.
He left them for the last leg of the journey and he went by himself.
Then came back to reveal what happened. He went alone, right?
Then he found that cave.
Yes, the right one.
Within the cave, he saw a pool of
Izzy Pizzi, if it was a muddy water it wouldn't be right, right?
crystal clear water. He rushed in and he was about to drink. There was a crow sitting at the other edge of the pool And the crow said, "Wait."
I can't take this ST anymore. There was a
You
talking
looked at
crow.
the crow, fortunately water slips out of your hands, And the crow said, "See, I drank this water, I don't know how many million years ago."
When somebody thinks he is actually talking with his own self, words are essential. Apparently the crow in millions of years somehow developed human thinking and talking abilities.
And now I cannot die. I'm just sitting here endlessly. Just imagine, if you become immortal, you cannot even commit suicide. Hello?
Cremation? I wonder what would happen.
I want you to just imagine, this is the worst thing that can happen to you, that you cannot die one day. No relief. I'm sitting here for millions of years, there is nothing I can do. I have seen through generations of my clan, I'm not interested in anything right now, but I cannot die. Do you want my fate? He just sat there looking at the pool of water and the crow. For once he did one intelligent thing, that's the reason why we removed his third name.
We together, you, his third name was idiot. This idiot maybe gave you words, so you can think about.
He walked away without drinking that. And how fortunate are we that he is not anymore here. But he looks like he's taking rebirth in many places. Many similar people keep coming up here and there, but at least he is not here. We must learn, understand and live knowing that in many ways, the best thing about you is you will die one day. Hello? Just see what a pest you would be if you did not die.
Contaminating uneducated people and trying to replace the scientific word no with obviously, then you are a pest, Sadhguru. The worst of the kind. Obviously, don't mean sure.
Look at the effort of this charlatan.
Hello? Well, you must live a full life. Whatever is the fullest potential, you must live that. But you must die when it's time, isn't it? Huh? So, if you say death is negative, then what is positive? Immortality? That is the most idiotic thing you can do. Even an idiot like…
Don't forget you have already adopted words from such an idiot. Graham, do you have something to say? I will wait.
Alexander had the intelligence not to drink that water.
Alexander gave you words that you had never thought of and you want to degrade him that easy. This is your thank you. If he slaughtered your men, then why did you adopt his words and sciences?
What happened at the crystal clear pool? Did the crystal clear water evaporate? What happened to the talking immortal crow?
So, it is very important to understand yoga is not about eternal life.
Did he reveal
Yoga
his sources?
is about sensible life.
Boo, 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 boo. You wish to know about death? Then smoke DMT.